Wow, look at my $2 coin. Isn't that awesome? In Canada, a $2 coin is called a toonie. A toonie, so there's my toonie. Wow, oh, I just dropped it. Oops. I just got to, what do I need to do to pick it up? What motion do I need to do to pick it up? Well, welcome to another English challenge video. Okay, if you drop a coin, what do you need to do to pick it up? What's that verb? We need to use a verb, okay? So, I dropped it and I need to, well, I should give you a few seconds to take a guess, okay? Post your guess down there in the comments and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong, okay? I'll give you 5 seconds, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I need to bend down to pick up my coin. I need to bend down to pick it up. So the word bend is just a very general word in English that means to move something, right? Like I'm bending my body here at my waist, right? This part of your body is your waist or your hips, okay? So I'm bending, right? You could bend anything. For example, I have a fork here, right? I'm gonna bend the fork. Look at that. Oh no. What did I do? Look at my fork. I can't eat food like that. I need to bend it back, okay? I need to bend it back. There we go. Now I can eat food again with my fork, okay? So to bend just means to move like that, okay? Now, another word we could use to pick something up is the word stoop. Stoop, okay? So if I drop my coin, I need to stoop down. Stoop down, okay? So you could say bend down or stoop down. Now, for some reason, I think we use the word stoop more often when we're talking about picking up a child. Okay, so if you have some kids and your baby's crying, okay, you stoop down and you pick up your baby. Okay, I think we say stoop more often for things like a human or a pet. You could stoop down to pick up your cat. But if you drop a coin or a fork or something, I think it would be more natural to say, I'm going to bend down. I'm going to bend down to pick up my coin. But you could say stoop. They're both basically the same thing. Okay, but with both those words, you're picking something up. And usually we use the word down. Stoop down or bend down, right? I'm bending down or I'm stooping down to pick something up. Now the word stoop also has another meaning, okay? To stoop also means to lower your status, to lower your status. For example, if you are a king, you have really high status, right? You know, you sit on a throne, you wear nice clothes and a crown. Well, you know, some kings are really nice. Some kings put on normal clothes and go hang out with the common people, right? And they might help them or just talk to them, you know. So the king is stooping down to the level of normal people, okay? So he is lowering his status. Now we could also use the word stoop to mean lower your morality, to lower your morality. Let me ask you a question. Okay, if you lost everything in life, if you lost all your money, would you steal food from a store to stay alive? You know, if you lose all your money, you don't have any money to go to the store to buy any food. You know, what would you do? How would you stay alive? Would you steal food? Well, you might say, no, Mark, I would never stoop to that level. I would never stoop to that level, to steal food. in order to stay alive. Even if I lost everything, if I lost all my money, I would never stoop to that level where I have to steal something. So that's what stoop means. It means to lower your morality. Now recently I've made some videos about body positions and movements, right? You can go watch those lessons. I'll post those links here at the end of this video. But I want to ask you, okay, so what's the difference? You might be confused. What's the difference between stoop, crouch, duck, squat, bend? I mean, they're all very similar, right? All those words, those 5 words mean to go down, right? Bend, stoop, crouch, duck, and squat. That's a lot of words with, sort of a similar meaning. Do you know the difference? Do you understand the difference? Well, I just want to review those so it's clear in your mind really what the difference is. So if we talk about bending or stooping, we're talking about picking something up almost all the time. I guess you could bend to stretch your back, right? If you're doing exercises, you could bend to stretch your back. Okay, so you could bend it, but usually if we say bend down, we're picking something up. Now what about squat? Okay, squat, we use squat in 3 situations. Okay, when you squat, you're not picking something up. I mean, you could squat down to pick, so these words are flexible. I'm just trying to teach you the most natural use of these words, okay? So when we squat, you're squatting for exercise to work out your quads, your quadricep muscles, or you're squatting just to sit, or you might just be resting. I don't know. Sometimes people just squat. Okay. Now the other reason to squat is to use an Eastern style toilet. Okay. So here in Canada, people don't squat on the toilet, but if you go to some other countries in like Asia or Africa, right, people squat like, it's not like this, it's actually a full squat where you're like down like this. Okay, so you're down like this, you're squatting, and you're using the bathroom. Okay, so those are the 3 reasons I can think of to squat. Now what's the other one? Oh, crouch. Okay, now crouch, we're talking about a position that you will hold for a period of time, right? If you're crouched, you're like this. And the first thing that comes to my mind, why a person would crouch, is to hide, If you don't want to be seen, you might crouch, okay? So I'm crouched right now. Now the other one is duck. Now duck means to lower your head, I mean, you might lower the rest of your body too, like this, but we're thinking about our head, okay? So if someone's gonna punch you, you have to duck. Or if someone is shooting at you, you have to duck. Or if there's a branch, and you just need to go like this, just one time, just duck, then you could say you need to duck under the branch. But if there are a lot of branches, really low-lying branches, then you might need to crouch and walk for a ways, okay? So then you're crouched as you're walking along, right? But if it's just one time, if it's just lowering your head, then I think the word duck is better. Anyway, those are the 5 words: bend, stoop, squat, crouch, and duck. Let me know down there in the comments if you understand the difference between those words. Sometimes as a teacher, I like to know if you understand it. You can just say, yes, Mark, I understand, everything is clear. Because then I know I did a good job. If you don't tell me that, and sometimes I think, did I do a good job, or are you more confused? Sometimes people are more confused after my lessons. But I don't want you to be confused. I want everything to be crystal clear. So I hope everything is crystal clear. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down there. And I'll see you guys over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.